Today I wanted to give an update on my plans for pregnancy and also to start my own business, which is it's in the progress still. As you know, I am, or as you know, because it says in my about section, I'm an aspiring entrepreneur and an aspiring mother. And these are two really big life goals that I kind of decided to take on at about the same time. So seems kind of strategically ambitious, but I don't have like a significant amount of time as an approaching 30-year-old woman. So it was my goal to start a company and get it running, and at the same time also to get pregnant, all within like the same year. The company thing is going, it's happening, and I can give like an update later, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about pregnancy and why I decided to get pregnant. To be honest, the same way I felt about starting a business. I felt like there was not really going to ever be a time where I'd be completely ready to be a mother. Like financially, I'm, okay and comfortable and sustaining, and I have like money saved up. But I realized that, biologically there is like an internal clock for women. So, why not? I'm responsible. I've proven that I can take care of myself and of like my brothers and, a boyfriend. And I really want to start my own family, and I'm settled down in New York, and I have like a bit of a routine, so, why not? And when I tell people that I want to be pregnant, they're like, oh my God, are you serious? Like already? I'm like, what do you mean already? I'm like I'm a 27-year-old woman approaching 28 years old. When are you going to be ready? When you're like 30, 35, which is fine. Everyone has their own pace, but this is just my preference. I think as a woman, I think it's doable. You can have a baby and also start a company at the same time. Well, I don't know exactly how it's going to turn out because I'm not quite there yet, but I do believe that I can do it as long as I get help from my parents and helping them raise a child. And some of you may think that's like an irresponsible thing to do, but this is my choice, so screw you all. No, just kidding. So after trying for 3 months, I actually did get pregnant successfully. I think it's going to be a viable pregnancy because now that we've seen a heartbeat and everything, they say that after seeing a strong heartbeat, the chances of a viable pregnancy increase significantly, and your risk of miscarriage is lower than about 2% or lower than 5%, which is pretty reassuring. So nausea only happened for like about a week and a half, like 5th, 6th week, and then it almost went away, like tapered off very dramatically, to the point that I got kind of worried. I'm like, oh my God, all of a sudden I wake up and I feel functional and I feel great. What is happening? Like, did I have another miscarriage? That's another topic, by the way. So I started to worry, and I started looking up things on Google. By the way, Google will drive you mad because the women who post on Google are the ones who are seeking help and seeking reinsurance, usually after some sort of like crisis that they had, like a miscarriage or some sort of problem. So you will find a lot of negative information on Google if you just do a simple search, and that will freak you out. But you have to understand that there are way more women who don't go on Google and write about their negative experiences, because more women, facts say, it is fact that more women have viable pregnancies than don't. So beware about Google. Yeah, and then I went to schedule my 8th week ultrasound, and everything looks good. Baby's still there. The pregnancy symptoms are largely gone, but the baby's still there with a very strong heartbeat. This goes to show that you'll probably be fine, statistically speaking. Like more than 80%, you'll be fine. And don't let Google drive you mad. If you think positive thoughts, it sends positive vibes to your baby, and that really affects their development, in my opinion. Likewise, I mean, in reverse, if you think a lot of negative thoughts, it can actually cause, cortisol levels to increase, and then also put a strain on the growth of your baby, and it's just bad karma. So don't freak out if your symptoms go away, like, all of a sudden, or they just taper off like mine did. I'm not nauseous at all. Well, I do dry pee from time to time, but 90% fine. Every pregnancy is different. Just stay positive and don't do a Google search.